Okay, so it is now already recording. So once again, good morning. No, so I hope that you have studied well, no, during the times no, yesterday about um cestodes. Okay, remember that this is not the last topic. The cestodes. The last topic would be the trematodes, no, which is very crucial because magmi-mix-mix na yan eh. That's why as early as now, I want you to study both the cestodes and trematodes. No, even if wala pa tayong na lecture, you have the technology, you have AI, you have YouTube, you have TikTok. As much as possible, utilize this. No, dili lang magsayaw-sayaw ng mo diha. No, but remember that we have this technology for us no to easily grasp the knowledge and the learning. Okay, so we are going to proceed with our lecture this morning, which is cyclophilidaean, no, and we are going to start with Taenia saginata. Okay, Taenia saginata is also known as the beef tapeworm. Also, it is known as the unarmed tapeworm of man. Why is it unarmed? Bakit unarmed siya? Because wala siyang hooklets. Okay? It does not have hooklets. Remember, you have two types, 'di ba? Yung may mga hooklets diyan at yung walang hooklets. Kung walang hooklets, ang tawag diyan, it is saginata. If may hooklets, that is your solium. Okay? Adult worms are white and semi-transparent and it usually, no, remember, it can reach 5 to 10 meters or sometimes up to 24 meters. Imagine, no? 24 meters. No, isa ka mob ang ma-occupy na niya, no? Isa ka mob gikan dito sa guard hangtod dito siguro sa mob 101, no? So it could be that long, no? And it can live up to 10 years or more. So if you are going to see, no, it is no, ma-appreciate nimo na this is not a roundworm or this is not a nematode because it has dorso-ventral flattened. No, it is dorso-ventrally flattened na body. Can you appreciate the dorso-ventral, no? Flat ang atubangan, flat ang likod. That is what you call dorso-ventral flat. Okay? So the thing is that Junata, no, actually ang point lang dito is you cannot differentiate a Taenia saginata ova and a Taenia solium ova. Okay? Pero very distinct yung mukha ng Taenia egg. That is why if mag-e-exam tayo, if papakitaan kayo ng picture na ito, do not put Taenia saginata. What you are going to do is you are going to put Taenia spp or Taenia species. Okay? Because both the eggs of your Taenia saginata and Taenia solium is the same. No? Hindi sila magkaiba na mukha sa itlog. So you cannot differentiate it using microscopy. Okay? Pero in their heads, no, in their scolex, that's the time that you can differentiate it with also using their proglottids. Pero sa itlog, hindi mo ma-identify ang differences nilang dalawa. Okay? So how do we describe the egg of Taenia saginata? No? Wala siyang uterine opening. It is spherical. It is thin. No, it has oncosphere with 3 pairs of hooklets. No, it does not float. Okay? So remember that the final host will always be the man. No, tayo yung last na makakakuha ng infection na to. Pero saan sila nagdi-differ ng Taenia solium? Nagdi-differ sila ng Taenia solium because yung Taenia solium, the intermediate host is the pig, no? And the intermediate host of Taenia saginata is the cattle or cow or buffalo. Okay? So, Doc, kapag ba may lalabas sa exam na what is the intermediate host? Pork. Tama ba yung sagot ko? Yes or no? No, because pork is the meat already, not the animal. Okay? So, none of the above ang answer, ha? Hindi man kailan naging animal ang pork. Hindi naging karne ang pork na ginaluto nimo. Okay? Let's just be clear. The intermediate host is the animal that harbors the parasite. Okay? Yung pork, naluto na to siya, natanggal na to siya eh. No, it has already been processed, no? Parang na-process na yung meat, no? But the animal, no, it could be the cattle, the cow, or the buffalo. Sa Taenia solium, it is the pig. Okay? So what is the mode of infection? No, it is eating beef. Yun, doon ka na magbi-beef, no? Sa karne na. Kapag kakain ka ng karne, no, containing Cysticercus bovis, that is the what? It's the larva, no, of the Taenia saginata. Okay? So what are the pathogenesis? No, the patient might having passage of proglutids in stool. No, there could be epigastric pain. There could be weakness, etc., etc. Okay. So how would you identify? No, how would you diagnose in the presence of eggs, proglutids, or scolex? And remember, this is the main difference from solium. Ito yung difference nila. Yung gravid proglutid contains lateral branches 15 to 20. Okay? Again, the gravid proglutid contains lateral branches 15 to 20. What is the treatment? It's praziquantel. Okay? Huwag ka nang dyan sa 5 to 10 milligrams per kilogram. Hindi ka naman doktor. Ang gusto ko lang na alam nyo is that treatment in Taenia saginata is praziquantel. Okay? So how do you know that the patient is already done with the infection if meron ng ulo na lumabas sa tae? That is what you call recovery of the scolex. Okay? So remember that the negative stool sample or examination could be done 3 months after the treatment. Okay? So just just a summary. No, the adult T. saginata is irritated by alcohol, leading to passage of proglutids after drinking bout. So to remember, think T. saginata. Kaya man, if in case na naglalasing ka, sasabihin mo na lang, Doc, takot akong magka-saginata, kaya naglalasing ako. Because, according to the memory aid from the book and the lecture of Doc Garampiel, T. saginata is irritated by alcohol. Kapag lasinggero ka, wala kang bitok. Okay? Bakit? No? Matatanggal yan. No? Matatanggal, maaalis yang T. saginata sa tiyan mo. That's why, no? Sometimes it's very good that if we usually drink alcohol, na moderately lang naman, hindi naman yung lasinggero level. Because sometimes, it replenishes or removes toxic substances in our body, no? Napaka-cliche because alcohol is already a toxic, no? Pero at least medyo mapupush out niya yung mga toxic din sa katawan natin. Okay? So how do you transmit this infection? If you ingest undercooked measly pork or beef. Beef tayo dyan, ha? Beef tayo dyan sa Taenia saginata. Okay? For infective stage, kapag naman T. saginata, ang pangalan is Cysticercus bovis. Kapag naman T. solium, it's Cysticercus cellulose. Okay? Remember, iba-iba sila. Ang infective stage ng T. saginata, Cysticercus bovis. Ang infective stage ng T. solium is Cysticercus cellulose. Okay? So, iba-iba, iba-iba. Yung pork, yung measly pork sa solium yan. Yung beef sa saginata. Ang Cysticercus cellulose or eggs and eggs, no, that is solium. Kapag naman bovis, that is saginata. Okay? So, how do we differentiate the two? Yung T. solium, the other name is pork tapeworm. It has 4 suckers with ristellum or hooklets, and no, your primary uterine branches in gravid proglutid is 5 to 10. Okay? Yung T. saginata, mas marami ang branches compared sa T. solium. Wala siyang rostellum as compared to T. solium. As you can see here, no, medyo malalaki yung T. solium at medyo kaunti yung branch. As compared dito, mas branching siya. That is why mas marami siyang uterine and no, in your gravid proglotid, the uterine branches, the primary uterine branches is more, no, compared to the solium. Okay? So T solium, also known as pork tapeworm or arm tapeworm of man. No, this is the main cause of tinnitus. No, and it is uncommon among non-pork eaters. Okay? So the scolex, again, the same mukha pero wala lang siyang hooklets. Okay? Remember that the rostellum, no, remember, take note of the description. The rostellum, no, has a double row of alternating large and small hooklets, no, and the rostellar hooklets are shaped like daggers or Arabian poniards. Okay, I want you to be specific with the description. It has double rows of alternating large and small hooklets. Okay? O, di ba? Can you appreciate? There is an alternating two rows of small and large hooklets. These are your suckers, and this is your rostellum or your hooklets. Can you now identify, no, the difference between a saginata and a solium? Can you now appreciate it? Yung isa kanina, wala siyang hooklet, kaya siya saginata. Ito naman, meron siyang hooklet, kaya ang tawag sa kanya is solium. Okay? So the Taenia solium has a rostellum and a hooklet, no? No, this is just a picture, no? And remember, it can measure around 2 to 3 meters. And the adult worms live. Remember, it can live up to 25 years. Kung na ako'y bitok, siguro mas dugay pa akong bitok compared sa inyong panginabuhi. No? Why? We are still 20 years old, no? 21, no? Tapos ang bitok, kung na ako'y bitok gikan mga 2 years old ko, wala, nag-abot na mo. Buhi pa siguro. Naingana kadugay. So remember, kapag mahaba yung isang cestode, no? Mahaba din yung proglotid niya or marami yung proglotid. Okay? So 800 to 900 proglotids, no? Common genital pore is marginal and thick-lipped because, di ba, remember, yung difference ng pseudophilidean mo at yung cyclophilidean is the genital pore. Okay? Di ba, ito kapag cyclophilidean nasa gilid, kapag naman yung pseudophilidean nasa gitna. Okay? Vaginal opening is not guarded by a muscular sphincter. No? The gravid segments are expelled passively in chains of 5 to 6 at a time and not singly. So, ibig sabihin, by group yung paglabas nila sa puwet mo. Same as Taenia saginata yung ova, no? It has thick, brown, striated embryophore surrounding a hexicant embryo. Okay? So what is the final host? It is the man. The intermediate host, hindi pork, it's pig. Okay? So what is the mode of transmission? It's eating measly pork containing Cysticercus cellulose. And the diagnosis is the examination of proglottids and the eggs. Okay? So the pathogenesis, no, proglottids are not as motile as T. saginata. So organ obstruction is less likely. No? And cysticercosis, ito naman kapag, no, does this look familiar? The first project, the first episode of House MD that you have watched is actually a case of Taenia solium. It's neurocysticercosis. Yun nga lang, hindi ang Cysticercus cellulose yung nakain ng tao. It is the egg of Taenia solium. So eventually, kapag egg yung nakain mo, the ova eventually ruptures to become a larva, and that larva is very unique because it might migrate to the brain to the point that it would cause nerve symptoms or brain problems, no, just like the patient that you have watched in House MD. Remember, no, it's a very amazing because it's the first video or it's the first episode of House MD, and napaka mapapahook ka talaga, no, because you wouldn't thought that that is a case already of parasitism. Okay? No, very unique case. No, akala nila iba na yung sakit ng tao. Pagtingin nila, it was Taenia solium. There was a parasite already. Okay? So, can somebody tell me what was, di ba you have an assignment regarding Diphyllobotrium latum, no? Last time na na-watch natin. So, it was a case of what? Can somebody tell me about it? Who watched it already? You can raise your hand for you to be acknowledged. Sino? Sige ba? Si Formentera?
Good morning po, Doc. Ang first manggod ki-diagnose ato ni Dr. House po, Doc, kay naa siya sipa, kay dili siya maka-feel og pain, Doc, ba? And then, pagka after ato kay tong gitagaan og vitamin B12 ang katong si Hana kay kuan do kanang nag-react gud iyang ano, nag-react siya bang murag nag-seizure to siya, Doc, niya pagkahuman mao to tong ilahan nang nag-brainstorming sila Dr. House Doc kay kuan nag-ingon tong si Dr. Foreman nga tong gitagaan lagi dog B12 si Hana kay nakuan kanang na-admit siya ba inana then mao to na giadto din siya sa OR Doc then mo to nakita ang katong Diphyllobotrium Doc kay ang Diphyllobotrium kay B12 deficiency man siya.
So, ano pang unique dito nga case? Gioperahan siya nga
Nakakuan do kanang walay anesthesia kay di man siya ka-feel og pain.
okay, tapos no, bugtaw. No, bugtaw ang pasyente, no? Gikuha pa nila ang bitok sa tiyan, no? So why does it happen? Because the vitamin B12 is responsible for what? Nerve transmission. No, maunang walay ma-feel ang imuhang pasyente if naa siya bitok nga nagasupsup sa iyang B12 because it might result to peripheral neuropathy. No, that's why the patient did not feel anything because giubos na sa bitok ang iyahang B12. Okay? So I hope that you have watched that video. No, it's very amazing episode also about Diphyllobotrium latum. Actually, mauubos natin yung semester na mawa-watch nyo every grading period. No, meron talagang parasitism na meron talagang parasite tayo na ipapanood ko sa inyo. Okay? So, you need to know, no? You are going to be amazed that there are a lot of parasites na sometimes it might look like a normal sakit, but no, it's just a parasite. Okay? No? So diagnointestinal, no, characteristic proglottids, eggs or scolex, no, the cysticercosis. You can use CT scan or MRI. And again, the treatment is praziquantel. However, no, neurocysticercosis, the treatment is albendazole. The cysticercosis na Taenia solium lang or tiniasis, no, it is only treated with praziquantel. Again, kapag neurocysticercosis, albendazole. Kapag naman normal tiniasis or Taenia solium infection, it's praziquantel. Okay? So it can be this, no? The infective stage for cysticercosis is the egg, no? For tiniasis naman, it is the Cysticercus cellulosin. Okay? So the difference between the two, I will just give you the time to read and study it in your houses, no? To differentiate both. Okay? So, di ba? We have watched this one, the first episode. Okay? Down to the second to the last, no? That Echinococcus granulosis. This is known as the Taenia echinococcus or the dog tapeworm. No? That's Taenia echinococcus or the dog tapeworm or the most known as the hydatid worm. Okay? So the man harbors the larval form and not the adult worms, which, however, is found in the intestine of the dogs and the canines. Okay? So remember that the man is not the definitive host talaga. It is only the accidental intermediate host. Okay? Baka naman isasagutin niyo sa exam. What is the definitive host of Echinococcus granulosus? It is the man. The dog. The man is the accidental intermediate host. So how do you transmit this infection? If you have eaten the eggs, no? So the infective stage is an embryonated egg, and the diagnostic stage is the hydatid cyst. And remember, it is one of the smallest tapeworms of human. No? Remember, oh, kita ni mo na, ma-appreciate ni mo iyang sucker, tapos pila lang kabuok ang iyang ikog. Duwa lang kabuok. Okay? Duwa lang kabuok ang iyahang ikog. Can you see this one? Can you appreciate it? No? Only 3 proglottids yan. Isang ulo, ayan, at ganyan. Okay? Dito may proglotid pa yan, no? Yung immature niya. Okay? So, meron siyang ulo at meron siyang tatlong proglotid. Okay? Very easy to know, no? Because that is very typical phase of Echinococcus. Okay? So, ulo, 1, 2, 3. Okay? So, the scolex, the neck, and the strobilat. Remember, oh, it is only 3 to 6 millimeters in size. That's very, very small. Yung solium at saginata mo, remember, di ba? Kanina, it can last up to 25 meters or 21 meters, no? It can stay for 20 years, no? But this one is very cute. Okay? Yung scolex niya, no? It is protrusible. Okay? Ibig sabihin, mura siyang naga-pouty lips. Mao nang iyang description, mura siyang naga-pouty lips. That is why ang term is protrusible rostellum with 2 circular rows of hooks. Okay? So this one, again, mukha siyang tinea ova, pero ang difference lang dito is that the hexagon embryo contains 3 pairs of hooks. Okay? So may mas magandang picture pa dyan. Yung larva naman, no, found in the hydatid cyst, etc., etc. No, yan, dito tayo. No? So it can, no, the infective stage is an embryonated egg in the feces, no. Mao ni siguro if ang imong iro nagatai-tai bisag asa, tapos ikaw gilimpyuhan nimo or for example wala nimo gitarong limpyo tong gitaihan sa iro tapos naglingkod-lingkod ka dito ang kamot nimo na expose unya gibutang nimo sa imong bakba, no? So it can be that, or kung ginakisa nimo ang lubot sa imong iro, no, so ibang level na gyud na siguro, so pwede pud ka makakuha og infection. Okay, to the point that eventually it will grow into your liver that it might result to hydatid cyst. Okay, so what is the pathology of this? No, it can cause a larval cyst, no, and the most common site is the liver. And your Echinococcus has 2 species, your granulosus and the multilocularis. Kapag granulosus, you are talking about a unilocular hydatid cyst, ibig sabihin isang malaki lang. No, yung Echinococcus multicularis naman, it has an alveolar cyst, ibig sabihin mo na siya bilog-bilog. Okay? Ang unilocular, bilog lang siyang isa. Ang Echinococcus multilocularis, no, from the word itself, multilocule, daghan siya og bilog-bilog. Okay? So it can be asymptomatic and the rupture of the cyst in the lungs may present with coughing and allergic reactions. Okay? So this is a picture showing you, no, a hydatid cyst inside a human body during surgery. No, napakadelikado because if the doctor will rupture this, the patient will not die because of parasite, it will die because of an allergic reaction. That's why hindi to pwedeng puputok sa loob ng katawan ng tao because this is very allergenic. Ibig sabihin, nakaka-allergy yung hydatid cyst. Okay? So it also known as the hydatid sand, no? No? So remember ha, no? You study the pictures inside this PowerPoint, no? It might come out in the exam. Okay? No? Can you appreciate this? Yan. No? Okay? So how do you diagnose this one? Using ultrasound or pwedeng antibody detection, immunohematological assay, or immunofluorescence or enzyme-linked immunoassay. Okay? So the treatment, it's surgical resection, pero pwede ka rin gumamit ng albendazole. Okay? So surgical resection is not 100% effective because eventually may maiiwan pa dyan, or kung hindi mo nakita yung ulo ng parasite, no, hindi mo nalaman yung parasite, na-identify, hindi yan siya mamamatay. Okay? So yung Hymenolepis naman, no, character hymen, it has 3 testes in each mature segment. No? There are 2 species, the H. nina and H. diminuta. Okay? So what I'm going you to do is to study about H. nina and H. diminuta. Okay? So yung point dito is, the H. nina, it is the dwarf tapeworm. So mas gamay pa siya compared sa imuang E. granulosus. No, yung H. diminuta naman, it is also known as the rat tapeworm. Yung Dipylidium caninum naman, it is the dog tapeworm or the double port tapeworm. Okay? So H. nina, no, smallest tapeworm infecting the man, no. Usually makikita mo siya sa children, no. It is the only human tapeworm that can complete its life cycle in a single host. Okay? Medyo cute, no? Very, very cute, no? It's 25 millimeters to 45 millimeters in size, no? And the scolex, it's subglobular, no? Ito naman siya, Rostellum armed with a single row of 20 to 30 hooklets. Okay? So, unsay buhaton ninyo karon? Ang buhaton ninyo, you try to tabulate each cestode. Kay pangutan-on ka, kinsa nga cestode ang naay ing-ani nga scolex nga nawong. Okay? For me to identify if you really studied, no? Kasi iba-iba yung mukha ng scolex nila. So, ang gagawin mo, you try to identify what is the difference of the different scolex of the cestodes. Kasi iba-iba yung description nila. Or, you can use the reviewer that was provided to you because naka-tabulate na og naka-label na diha og tarong. Okay? So, the ova, no, it floats in the saturated solutions, and it has 3 pairs, 1 2 3 4 5 6, no. So 3 pairs of shaped hooklets. Okay, so asa ang 3 pairs, doc? 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, or 3 pairs. Okay, so saan mo usually ito makikita? In like rice and flour beetles. O, di ba? Kanang itom-itom sa inyong pagkaon, sa inyong bugas, that is your rice beetle. Tapos karon moingon pa kala, crunchy, good to siya, Dok. No, crunchy. But you never know that it contains Hymenolepis nina. Okay, di ba? Ingon ako sa inyo, bisag ka ng mga itom-itom na sa bugas, it can be a cause of parasitism. And sino ang parasite doon? It's H. nina. Okay? So, no, wala naman siya ganun ka iba, no? Again, the treatment is praziquantel. I want you to study the eggs, no, because it is usually unique. Okay? H. diminuta, on the other hand, it's the rat tapeworm. Remember, it has 2 hosts, no? The cysticercoid that is passed in fleas, and the adult stage usually in the rats and in the mice. Okay, no? Very cute din, no? Very, very cute. No? Medyo mas malaki lang siya tingnan sa H. nina. Okay? So, Dok, nalibog ko kay anak ka, gamay ang E. granulosus, gamay po ang nina, gamay ang diminuta. Okay? Gamay sila tanan. Jut sila tanan. Pero, ang tatlo lang kabilog, ang iyahang strobila, no, ang iyahang proglottid is the Echinococcus granulosus. Pero ang pinakagamay pagyud sa ilaha is the H. diminuta. Mas dako-dako lang gamay si H mas dako-dako lang gamay si H. diminuta kay H. nina. Okay? So the scolex is very cute, no? It looks familiar, no? No? Medyo green ka, no? You know that this looks familiar, no? So this is an unarmed rostellum, no? It's 4 suckers. Again, it's an unarmed rostellum, just like what cestode na aral natin. T. saginata. Okay, mura sa T. saginata, pero, no, dili siya yung anak ka-distinct because gamay siya. Okay, no? Very cutie, no? Cutie. No? Yan. So, Hymenolipis diminuta, very distinct yung kanyang proglottids. Mura siyang naiupat ka spherical bodies, and that is the testis. Okay, this is the testis. 1, 2, 3. Kanina asa to nga, that is the ovary. Okay, ladok, oy, puro man bilog-bilog tanan. Oh. This is your testis. This is the ovary. Okay, asa lang nimo makita sa H. diminuta. Okay? Yung H. diminuta, very very identifiable, no? Meron siyang 2 knob-like thickenings, and it has, very obvious, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay? So no polar filaments. Okay? So the cysticercoid of H. diminuta, no, it usually looks like this. Now, the dark body within the spherical portion is the scolex. This will become the scolex. Now, the longer tail, the more mature the cysticercoid. And this stage is usually found in the insect, such as the mealworm or the yung sabet beetle. Okay? The H. diminuta, the infective stage, okay, and the diagnostic stage. Okay? So usually sa rats to siya, no? Sa rodents. Again, the treatment is praziquantel. Okay, last na tayo. We have the Dipylidium caninum. It is also known as the double-pored dog tapeworm, and it has presence of bilateral genital pores in each segment. Daya siya merong dalawang di, no? And pilis meaning gate or 2 entrances. So common intestinal parasite of dogs. Okay, so adult is 10 to 70 centimeters in length. It has pale reddish in mukha. Okay? And, no, kaniyang pinaka-cute pag kay kung murag pouty lips tong isa ganiya, kaniyang yun ang pinaka-pouty lips. Okay? Very, very, very pouty gani ang lips. Murag kakison na gyud siya sa imuha. Murag yung anak nga level si caninum. Okay? Ma-appreciate ninyo? No? Kung na makakita gani mo yung anak nga ulo, that is the caninum. No? So, ingnan nimo imong uyab karon, no? Kay mag-Valentine's man ugma, no? No? Sige daw, ano be? Bibi, kanang di caninum face daw be. Oh, this is the di caninum face. Okay, murag kakison nga case. Nga face, no? So again, it's rostellum that has 1 to 7 rows of thorn-shaped hooklets. Okay, di ba? Mura siya kakison, no? Mura siya kakison. If nakaatubang siya dali, no? Yung strobila niya, very distinct because no, dalawang gate, kaya siya dipili. No, ito yung gate na dalawa. Okay, yung sa gilid. And it also known as the pumpkin seed. No, the pumpkin seed strobila. Because it looks like a pumpkin seed. Na, di ba? Mura siya pumpkin seed, yung gravid proglottid. Okay, yung mature proglottid naman, no? No, can you appreciate? Nasa duwa ka buslot sa gilid. Okay? Nasa duwa ka buslot sa gilid. Yan. Now, this one is the gravid proglottid, no? Mukha siyang pumpkin seed. Okay? No? Very distinct. Oh, yan. No? Very pumpkin seed. Yan. Buslot na siya. Buslot na siya. Okay? Kanya ang pinaka-unique because it has a very beautiful egg. No? A very, very beautiful and very distinguishable egg. No? Mura siya itlog yun. Nga na ay bilog-bilog ng itlog pod. So, ang itlog inside an itlog, no, that is the Dipylidium caninum. Okay? So, it has an exocant embryo, no? So, it is usually passed out in the proglottids. Okay? So, what are the different intermediate hosts? Baka lalabas sa exam. Tenocephalidis canis, Tenocephalidis felis, Pulex irritans, and the Trichoedetyx canis. Okay, Trichoedictis canis or the dog flea. Okay? So, Doc, lalabas ba yan sa exam? Yes, that's 2 points each. Baka sa laboratory exam. Okay, laboratory quiz ninyo. No? So, just remember to study well, to memorize. Wag na wag lang babasahin. You memorize with all your heart. You study with all your heart. After this, you study YouTube. You watch YouTube videos about it for enhancement. Okay? So again, the treatment is praziquantel. So in a summary, no, this is the table, no, identifying the different cestodes and their diseases, the intermediate host, the definitive host, no, the treatment, infective stage, etc., etc. Okay. So do you have questions?